Warning: there are parts of this book that are confronting and graphic and which you may find disturbing. I wanted to keep it as real and honest as possible to give you a true insight into life with an eating disorder. If you are triggered at any point, please seek support. The support section of this book, page 200, lists numbers you can call and resources you can use. Prologue. She took a long, deep inhale, held it, and released the air out of her mouth as though she'd been holding on to this secret forever. Her heart was beating out of her chest. She was exhausted and depleted. She nervously listened for what could be hiding behind the bathroom door. Her parents. She was hunched over the basin in a cramped bathroom, clinging desperately onto the edges of the sink with her tired arms. Her hands were wet and her knuckles were scabbed and bruised. Her long blonde hair, filled with hair extensions because it could never be long enough for her, was tied back. She reluctantly raised her chin to catch her own worst enemy staring back at her in the mirror. Her eyes were bloodshot and tired, with mascara running down her cheeks. "I am so disgusting," she thought to herself. Her cheeks were red and puffy, with inflamed areas due to lack of nutrients. Her stomach ached from all the poking and prodding of her fingers into her belly. She almost didn't recognize the soulless girl staring back at her. "What have I become?" she whispered under her breath. This small bathroom was her sanctuary, but also her prison. It was her escape, while it was her addiction. It was the place she'd always end up, even after swearing to herself that this would be the last time. She felt despair to see herself, once a happy girl, doing this over and over again. What the fuck is wrong with me? Now, she took the fork she'd used and hid it in her pocket. She didn't brush her teeth. We don't want to ruin that enamel. She knew all the tricks to maintain a perfect white smile that people would always notice. She regretfully pulled herself back together as best she could and turned the doorknob. The lock popped up and she slowly peered around the corner, sighing in massive relief. No one was there and the house was pitch black, as she had left it. Another successful episode without getting caught. Sometimes she wondered if getting caught would stop her. Was she secretly hoping that someone would find her in this mess and save her? No, that only happens in fairy tales. This was a nightmare that had lasted 9 years. The stairs to her bedroom felt like Mount Everest after an episode. She had nothing left in her, literally. She rolled into bed and shut her eyes, regretting everything. How did my life get to this? She asked herself. She couldn't ask anyone else. It was her secret. She felt guilt, remorse, and regret every time after an episode, but they didn't stop her. Nothing stopped her. She hoped to wake up and start fresh, like nothing had happened. Sometimes she wished she would never wake up at all. The first thought she had whenever she woke up was, "What did I eat last night? That's it. Today I'm going to start my diet and eat healthy. It's a new day. No carbs, no junk, and no sugar. I can do this." I knew this girl. I knew her well. But her secret I would never tell. Every day and every night, a battle with food she would fight. All she wanted was to be set free. This girl in food jail, this girl was me.